It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Hello to all. Welcome to Divas That Care Network. I am Joyce Benning, and I will be your host for this invigorating, robust lifestyle show. I want to thank each one of you for listening to this podcast, as I have with me an incredible diva, Jacqueline. She is an author in our upcoming Divas That Care book, Our Mothers, Our Daughters. And she is with us today to share about a little bit about herself and also about being an author in the book. So Jacqueline, could you please introduce yourself to our listeners today?
Sure. Well, thank you very much for the opportunity, Joyce. I know that you and I are situated in different parts of the country and even the world, which is amazing. And the opportunity for podcasts to reach a variety of different listeners and individuals and hopefully inspire them all. But as mentioned, my name is Jacqueline Biollo, and I come to you from Treaty 6 territory, which is in Alberta, Canada. And sort of my raison d'etre, or who I am, is not only government relations and public relations consultant. I'm a body positive advocate and a university educator. So I think that I have joyfully had the opportunity to weave all of that into my very small contribution to this larger project and the book.
Oh my, you are a very busy woman in making the world a better place. I love that. You wear many different hats in your life and are always working to help others. And that is just beautiful. And now contributing to Our Mothers, Our Daughters book. Oh, how fantastic, Jacqueline. We so appreciate you. Now, Jacqueline, what inspired you to decide that this is something I want to do? I want to contribute my story to Our Mothers and Our Mothers, Our Daughters book. What was your inspiration for that?
Well, sometimes I say that you just simply have to ask. And that might be true in many situations, whether it's having others step up to the plate in a leadership capacity or, challenging yourself to think outside the box. But in this situation, I think that I have been involved with the Divas That Care previously. And when you believe and want to contribute to something that has a lasting impact on other people, then it's easy to say yes. So for me, I mean, I am very humbled to be a mother and to also have my mother still in my life. So I have stories to tell, both from being a mother and a daughter, that I thought might be inspiring and uplifting for others to read about.
Oh, how beautiful. Because you have the experience of still having your mother, and now your experiences of being a mother, and just you can share all of that and still talk to your mother about some different things that may arise as you being a mother that she dealt with during those times.
Absolutely.
So what a beautiful inspiration to want to bring to our listeners, to our readers, as they read this book also, about being a mother, being a daughter, and now having your own daughter and still experiencing having your mother with you. So, oh, how beautiful that must be.
Thank you.
Would you like to share just a couple little things about maybe some of the positivity that you've seen in still having your mother with you as you became a mother and now have your own daughter?
Yeah, actually, I think that, again, what has been uplifting has been that experience, when you continue to look at, gee, what did my mother do versus what am I doing? So if you take the same situation, which definitely has repeated itself, whether you're having some conflict with your daughter. Well, I know that I had conflict with my mom when I was still living in her home and growing up, or whether it's understanding what's going on in the world and how has that impacted very quickly. I think that, even with technology, so my daughter and I can easily communicate by text messaging, for example.
Mhm.
Well, my mother still prefers that either face-to-face or voice-to-voice contact. And so understanding and appreciating where people are at in their current journey has also been very inspiring and uplifting to rise to that challenge on how do you make that relationship most beneficial with what's going on around you.
Oh, yes. And I love how you said understand where they are in their journey. Just
Mhm.
like you said, different ways of communicating with your daughter versus communicating with your mother, and how
Mhm.
true that is. And just understanding that and making the best of it and appreciating it. So that is it can be challenging, but when you do it, then you're like, you understand better where they're coming from and where they are in their journey right now, and to making it work for all of you that way. That is beautiful as a mother and as also being the daughter. Well, Jacqueline, you've told us some things already that have just really inspired me to want to read your story. What is a golden nugget that you would like to leave with our listeners today that they're going to say, I need to read Jacqueline's story. She has so inspired me to do this. Plus, I want to read all the other stories in our Mothers, Our Daughters book.
Well, and thank you. And I think the biggest thing for me is knowing that when I look at how I was successful or continue to be successful or enjoy that opportunity to be a mother or be a better daughter, it's recognizing that you need to communicate and you need to be humble in sort of the relationships that we're building. So I can certainly use my wisdom and share it with my daughter, but I also need to be respectful of sort of the hesitancies that my mom might have, especially as she's aging. I also recognize that I didn't do this alone. So whether it's I'm lucky that I have my mom and my dad, so I know that my dad was involved in the parenting of me, which formulates who I am as an individual. And then as well, when I was being a mom, I have a partner and the opportunity to pursue my own goals so that I can continue to encourage my daughter to go and pursue her goals. So we've heard of that whole adage that it takes a village to raise a child. And, certainly that is one of the components that I think that this book will showcase is that, whether it's the good times, the struggles, whether it's the moments that we'll remember, maybe it's the opportunities that we could have done better. All of this is complemented by that tribe that we need to have around us, and that it's okay to ask for help or to be vulnerable as a mother or a daughter.
How true. And I love that. It takes a village to raise a child, and that ask for help. I mean,
Mhm.
there's others out there that have experienced so many different challenges and different positivities, and they can bring a whole new light into what you're sharing and experiencing at that moment. So yes, I love that village to raise a child. So, oh, thank you so much, Jacqueline. And Jacqueline, I know you are doing so much more in this world to make it a better place. I would love to have you return to Robust Lifestyles and just share with our listeners some of your experiences, your challenges, some of the things that you are doing in this world as a diva to make it a better place.
I would love to join you, Joyce. And you are right. I think that within ourselves, each of us has, opportunities to share with others, to learn, to grow, to be inspired, or to inspire others. And I would absolutely love to tell you a little bit more about my journey, which continues to mold who I am, both with its successes and with its struggles.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. And I want to wish you a very magical day until I have you again back on Robust Lifestyles. Thank you so much. And I want to thank all of our listeners for listening to this amazing show with our incredible diva, Jacqueline Biollo. And please share this show with all your family and friends. Check out all the other hosts and their shows on divasthatcare.com. And you can do a pre-order of our Mothers, Our Daughters book right now on Kobo, Amazon, or Absolute Publishing. You will want to have this book in your hand when it is released here just within a week to 10 days, right before Mother's Day. So what a beautiful gift to share with others. So I want to thank Jacqueline again, and be sure to have an absolute magical day and be kind to all. And remember some of the things she said. It takes a village to raise a child, and it is a humbling experience to be a mother. And oh, how true this is. And be that a mother to a child or one of your members of your animal family. It is a humbling experience. And give your animals a great big extra hug and share your love with them until we connect again on Robust Lifestyles. Stay strong and healthy.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.